Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of March 3rd. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check your other two signs videos out for deeper messages. All right, Libra, so here we are. Today is our last lunar eclipse of the moment in the full moon of Virgo. So really, this whole moment, this pre-shadow to the astrological new year, which is 180 degrees opposite of our time of the year. Equinox leads into Aries and into Libra. And so we also are doing it under this Mercury retrograde. Like I said last week, we are going to be in it until we hit Aries season on March 20th. So communication, technology, transportation, hiccups on top of this eclipse. And then also on the 6th, we have our ruling planet Venus moving into Aries, goddess of love, does not like being in the space of the god of war. Ew. But just on that, know that this collective is in this moment of this reflective Mercury retrograde, this closing out of the eclipse with the fiery passion of this Aries Venus, which, yeah, sometimes passion, sometimes violence. I don't know, man. We will see where we end up, but to honor, again, we are still in Pisces season. We are going to use the Lunalapin for the little moon deck. This deck I got from the Arizona Mills Mall, so I'm relatively sure it is a bootleg copy. It did not come with a book. So I've been meeting bunnies today that I have never seen before in the tarot. But we'll see what that means for us. All right, so Libra, what do we got going on for us? Four of Wands, you know, we're fine. Look at that. The 1111 card. And so Libra, this is potentially one of the best cards around that we could have. And that is the energy that we are meeting this moment with. One thing about the bunnies too is I've been saying, and I should just look it up, but I have not, is that there is a Celtic holiday that happens around the beginning of February. And so basically from then through spring, that's where these themes of the bunnies come in, where it's this fertility symbol. And so Libra, there is this pent-up growing, and it's not just bunnies and straight banging. It is about just what do we want to bloom in our lives, and are we putting any energy into those projects and things that we want to see bloom for ourselves, because we're doing so from the level of the Queen of Wands. And I'm happy that some of her symbols actually carried through onto these bunnies. Yay. So Queen of Wands, we are going to do whatever we want from that place of full fiery passion. I guess for us, at least, Aries in our sign isn't hindering us so much, or a planet in Aries isn't hindering us so much. But so the Queen of Wands, we are coming from a place of we do not have time to be wasting our time with distractions, be it people, be it our phones, be it just anything that we do to keep ourselves preoccupied. We needed to put our full heart and passion into this energy of this 1111, this whatever we want to bring out right now. It's time to go all hands on deck. Because I was also saying that, like any of that New Year's resolution stuff that has fizzled out since January because that was the dead of winter and it was not time, now is the time that we're actually able to warm into getting things in motion. Yeah. Six of Swords. So Libra, this week, while this is a dim card, it is just about migration. It is about movement. And so it's just Libra, the collective in general, we're in a bunch of heavy unknowns about where the movement leads you. Don't let any dread, because this card is right side up at least, don't let dread or fear like weigh on you. Stay in that power of the cards that came before and Yes, we have to blindly step into the unknown sometimes, but that isn't a bad thing. That just means that, yeah, we don't know what's going to be on the other side of those unknowns. How are we going to meet those? From the High Priestess. So, again, Libra, while the energy of the moment, and Pisces is not a very masculine sign, but with Aries being where Venus is going to live for a minute now, we have to drop into our feminine intuition. And regardless of your gender, we all have both, as I've talked about a lot. And so this is a time to be receptive to just the earth rhythms too, because so for me, where I'm at, we're going into a weather change that's about 20 whole degrees within 2 days of existing. So we basically went from winter to summer in a daytime shift, or 2 days, give or take. So that is where Libra is at, is that you have to just listen to the rhythm of your environment, which you can do, but you have to take care of that temple that is your body first, and do so with whatever gusto you need to right now. Make it your primary focus, because we are going on a journey into the unknown, regardless of if we're actually migrating like that car is suggesting, or if we are just, yeah, facing facing this world at this time. Yeah, that is what the bunnies have for Libra. But so, because Pisces season has Delulu tendencies, we are going to pull a card from the Enchanted map deck, because they are very honest and blunt about where we do actually need to go. So let's see. What do we got going on for Libra? Listening reversed. Listening reversed. And so just remember, Mercury is retrograde. Communication is going to be fumbled at this time. But so Libra, you want to be as clear with yourself as possible. You want to write things out, because at least that is where the most minimal indirect communication can happen, is something from your brain onto a piece of paper, because then you can look at that information at least and then digest it there. But know that if you're in communication, miscommunications can happen, and it could be from you and just not being heard by the other person, but also because it's our card. Know that, yeah, you might not be hearing things the way that people mean it. And so really remembering that listening is a powerful tool, and it's half of communication is listening. So Libra, listen to the words said and unsaid in a space, and don't project. Libra, that will be the biggest downfall of your listening, is if you start projecting onto other people. So Libra, really take this time this week to understand yourself. You have an 1111 card. You have the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands by your side. Don't let them down by letting yourself down, and fully listen to what needs to be heard in the space. And yeah, I hope that you do have this 11/11 week. All right, Libra, I'll see you next time. Bye.